Shania Twain, born Eileen Regina Edwards on August 28, 1965, in Windsor, Ontario, grew up in the harsh surroundings of Timmins, a small mining town. Her life was far from glamorous. Raised in poverty, she often went hungry and wore hand-me-down clothes. The challenges of her early years taught her the value of grit and resourcefulness. Music became her escape from the daily hardships. As a child, she connected deeply with melody and lyrics, singing in clubs and bars to help support her family, even before she was legally allowed to be there. Despite the emotional turbulence she faced, Shania maintained a firm belief in her dream of becoming a singer, holding on to the hope that her voice could one day take her beyond her circumstances. The tragedy that changed everything. At the age of 21, Shania faced an unimaginable tragedy, the death of both of her parents in a car accident. In an instant, she became the sole guardian of her younger siblings. Instead of chasing her own dreams of stardom, she took on the role of caretaker, working at Ontario's Deerhurst Resort to provide stability. This period of selflessness revealed Shania's inner strength and determination. She sacrificed her personal ambitions to ensure that her family was taken care of. Despite her sorrow, she continued to perform, knowing that her voice would carry not just her, but also the weight of the future for her siblings. This early loss, though devastating, laid the foundation for her resilience. Breaking through in the music industry. Shania's big break came in the early 1990s when she signed with Mercury Records, adopting the stage name Shania, meaning "on my way" in Ojibwe, a fitting description of the path she was about to walk. Her first album was modest in its commercial success, but caught the attention of the legendary producer Robert John Mutt Lang. Lang, known for his work with AC/DC and Bryan Adams, was struck by Shania's unique talent. Their collaboration would prove revolutionary. Together, they crafted The Woman in Me, 1995, which blended pop, rock, and country into a fresh, new sound. Hits like Any Man of Mine and Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under helped Shania break through to a wider audience, making her one of Nashville's brightest stars. Shania's game changer, Come On Over. In 1997, Shania's Come On Over changed the music industry forever. The album became the best-selling studio album by a female artist in any genre, making Shania not just a country star, but a global icon. With chart-topping hits like Man, I Feel Like a Woman, You're Still the One, and From This Moment On, she shattered stereotypes and transformed what country music could sound like. Her style, bold, fashionable, and empowering, made her a pop culture phenomenon. But it wasn't just her success that made her stand out. It was her message of empowerment and independence that resonated with millions, regardless of genre. For Shania, Come On Over wasn't just an album, it was a declaration of confidence and authenticity, facing personal struggles and health challenges. Despite Shania's professional triumphs, personal hardships continued to shadow her success. Her marriage to Mutt Lange came to an unexpected end in 2008 after Lange's affair with Shania's close friend and assistant. The public nature of the betrayal was devastating, and the emotional toll was immense. During this time, Shania also struggled with her health, being diagnosed with dysphonia and later Lyme disease. These conditions severely damaged her vocal cords, threatening to end her singing career. The physical and emotional pain was overwhelming, but once again Shania showed her resilience. She underwent vocal therapy and slowly rebuilt her voice, making a remarkable return to music with her album Now in 2017. It wasn't just a musical comeback, it was a personal victory against the odds. A new chapter, love and family. Following her painful divorce, Shania found an unexpected source of comfort in Frederick Thibault, the ex-husband of the woman who had been involved in the affair with her former spouse. Through their shared grief, Shania and Frederick found love and understanding. The two married in a quiet ceremony on January 1, 2011, in Puerto Rico, marking a fresh beginning for Shania. For Shania, this relationship symbolized healing and resilience, a love born out of tragedy that allowed her to move forward. Motherhood also became an important part of her life with the birth of her son, Asia, in 2001. She juggled the demands of motherhood, career, and public life, all while facing personal and professional challenges. Spirituality and philanthropy. Giving back beyond her career, Shania has always maintained a strong spiritual and ethical foundation. She is a dedicated vegetarian, a decision rooted in both health and ethical reasons, reflecting her deep appreciation for nature. Shania's spiritual journey is guided by the teachings of Saint Matt, an Eastern philosophy focused on meditation, inner peace, and moral living. This philosophy helped her navigate the intense highs and lows of fame, illness, and personal relationships. Alongside her spiritual practices, Shania founded the Shania Kids Can Foundation, which supports children facing adversity. The charity provides safe spaces, academic support, and emotional care for children in need, embodying Shania's lifelong desire to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. The truth about Ricky Nelson's influence. In a rare and candid interview, Shania revealed the truth about a deep, long-held admiration she had for the late Ricky Nelson. She recalled as a child in Timmins, watching Nelson's performances on a small television, feeling a connection that went beyond a typical celebrity crush. His voice, smooth and velvet-like, and his magnetic presence left a lasting impression on her. She admitted that, even as a child, she was inspired by his ability to blend different musical genres, country, rockabilly, and pop, into a sound that felt effortless. Ricky Nelson made crossing genres feel natural, she explained, recognizing that this influence played a significant role in her own career as she blended country with pop and rock, a legacy of musical influence. Shania's admiration for Ricky Nelson went deeper than just a childhood memory. As she matured, she began to recognize how his style and musical instincts had shaped her own. When Shania blended genres in her own music, she could see traces of Nelson's quiet boldness in her work. She revealed that, even during some of the darkest moments in her career, when Lyme disease threatened to take her voice, Nelson's music served as a source of comfort and inspiration. His songs were like a warm hand reaching out, reminding me that the world could still be beautiful, Shania shared. Nelson's influence on her musical journey, though subtle, was profound. And now, at 60, Shania felt it was time to give credit where it was due, honoring the past and looking forward. Shania's acknowledgement of Ricky Nelson's influence was not just an act of gratitude, it was a moment of personal growth. She realized that by finally speaking the truth about his impact on her life, she was honoring a piece of her own story that had been quietly tucked away for years. This revelation also marked a new chapter in Shania's life, one where she felt liberated to share her past more openly. At 60, Shania Twain is more reflective, more open, and more willing to give recognition to the artists who shaped her. By acknowledging Nelson's impact, she completes a circle in her own artistic journey, giving credit to the influences that quietly guided her to become the icon she is today. Shania Twain, a music icon and survivor. Shania Twain's life and career have been nothing short of remarkable. From a childhood marked by hardship to becoming one of the best-selling female artists in history, Shania has overcome personal and professional challenges with grace and resilience. Her career has spanned decades, and she has continued to reinvent herself in the face of adversity. Whether overcoming the emotional pain of a public divorce, battling health issues that nearly took her voice, or starting a new chapter of love and family, Shania has remained true to her artistic vision and her values. At 60, she looks back with gratitude and recognition of the influences that helped shape her journey. By acknowledging Ricky Nelson's role in her life, Shania proves that the most profound influences can come from the unlikeliest of places, and they often shape us in ways we only understand later in life.